Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. A little bit of a different video today. I'm going to be talking to you about my first ever golf tournament. Yep, that's right. My first ever Golf Canada sanctioned solo stroke play event. I participated in this past Saturday. If you follow me on Instagram, you may have seen I've posted a story about it, but yeah, it was kind of crazy. And as much as I don't really talk about myself playing golf on this channel a ton, it's something I'm interested in maybe dipping my toe into and seeing. I've kind of done in the past. I've posted some me playing golf videos, but now that I'm kind of starting to compete and obviously putting a lot into the game, I want to see, kind of how it goes. I'll be honest with you guys, I don't typically, and just so you know, in this video, I'm going to be telling you my score. I'm going to be going through the course and what I played really quick, but I'm also going to be doing a quick what's in the bag because I got a brand new set of irons that I just put in the bag last week that I used in the tournament and that are going to be staying in my bag forever. So stay tuned. I'm going to give you a quick what's in the bag. But golf in general and golf content is something that I've wanted to try to figure out a way to put my own spin on it and do things in a way that, solve a lot of the issues from content I see that I don't like. And one of the things I don't like, especially when it comes to like semi-competitive golf, is this feeling of like, if I share with you, like even today, if I share with you my tournament results and I go through and I talk about maybe goals or what I'm trying to achieve, like it feels very like, give me validation, like, ooh, look how good I am, or like I'm just telling you how, like, I would much prefer to just like work quietly in the corner and not broadcast what I'm doing in competitive golf and just do my own thing and let it speak for itself than like come on like a TikTok or Instagram golfer and just like but watch me shoot this 9 holes at blank under par, or watch a blank hand. Like the easiest way to get views on Instagram, quick hack for any of you if you want to get a bunch of views and grow on Instagram, is literally just like, even like whatever your handicap is, just post it, be like, watch a 4 handicap play 9 holes. Instantly that video will go viral because half the people will be like, there's no way you're a 4 because you're too bad, or half the people will be like, oh, that's so good, and blah blah blah. Anyways, I hate that because it's very like, you're trying to like almost like get validation. It just feels icky, and I'm sure you guys can relate. So I don't know, I want to share my golf journey with you guys, but I don't want it to come across in a way that I don't personally like. So I'm gonna just kind of talk you guys through the round today. Like I said, this is my first tournament round, Golf Canada tournament I've ever played in. I've been playing golf for 2 years and 10 months. First picked up a golf club back in 2021. First time I ever picked up a club. I won playing, little 3-hole executive courses, par 3 pitch and putts, driving ranges with friends, but golf didn't exist where I was growing up. None of my friends played it. None of my friends' dads played it. A couple of my friends' grandpas played it, but it was like a country club only thing, like literally didn't exist. So didn't touch a golf club until I was, 26. So anyways, this is something now that I have fallen head over heels in love with, obviously, and entering a tournament for me was just a cool way to test myself. I have the awesome opportunity to pursue this game and whatever might come from it, from the channel and from support from you guys and my ability, and I have a lot of decent amount of free time to be able to devote to it, and so I've really been taking advantage of that, and this was a cool opportunity to test it. So anyways, I signed up for, it's called the Vancouver Golf Tour. It's here in Vancouver, British Columbia. They operate year round. They have these tour events. I played an amateur event, obviously, so you're divided up per handicap, but thankfully, due to our handicap, we're able to get into what they call the championship flight, which is essentially, in my opinion, like this is nothing against VGT, just general amateur events. This is the handicap flight where you're gonna have the least amount of like sandbaggers because it's the lowest handicap flight you can possibly be in. It's 0 to 5. And I don't think people in a tournament setting, as much as you might be like, oh, my buddy's lying about his handicap so that he looks cool, it's like, if you're actually playing in tournaments like I am, there's literally no reason to lie about your handicap because it's going to put you in a division where you're going to get less strokes. Like if I wanted to lie about my handicap, I would sit here and tell you guys I'm like a 12, or like I would tell them I'm a 12 so I can get into the 2 divisions higher and then have 12 shots on the field and just go out and demolish. And you definitely see that. Like any amateur event you look at where there's high handicaps and the net scores are what counts, like you see people in like flight 3 shooting like 8 under par because they're getting like 20 shots and then they shot like an 80. So I enjoy the fact that I don't really have to worry about that. Everyone I was paired with and playing against were all like pretty legitimate low handicap golfers and good players, and so you're basically just playing off gross. The net really doesn't matter, and I really mentally it's nice. I don't have to worry about being like, you shouldn't be getting all these strokes. But anyway, so I signed up for it. It's divided into those flights. It starts at 26 handicap and it's split up into, I think, 4 flights. There's 3 flight divisions, and then there's the championship division, which is the one we were in. There's also the open division, which is the pro division, or amateurs with a 5 or less handicap. So if I wanted to, technically I could play in an open division as well, but this is the amateur division, not the pro division. I think in that division you take money, so I don't know how that works with the amateur status. But anyways, we played first tournament. I was really excited. I wasn't overly nervous. I've been practicing a lot. Like I'm touching a golf ball 6 days a week. I'm hitting a golf ball, putting, chipping, whatever, 6 days a week. The game is feeling really, really solid, and yeah, I wanted to test myself. But showed up, first tee, felt great, hit a great drive down the middle. The course is a 6,800, I'll put the scorecard on the screen, 6,800 yard course we played from the tips, which is the blue tee, so pretty decent yardage. I'll put my scorecard up on the screen. Obviously, this is the official little thing that we got from the tournament that has all the scores on it. First hole, we parred. We actually went on a huge par streak. We parred 6 holes in a row. Starting 6 pars in a row, my first ever tournament, like it felt really good. I felt very calm. I felt very in control. I was really trying to stay in my process, and I was happy with that. Back nine is where it got very interesting. So I made a par to start off, but after the par on 10, I didn't make a single par the rest of the round. We went double bogey on 11, which I got green side in 2, and just exactly what I said. I tried to hit a chip out of the rough, rode up the face, went like 5 feet, then I putted it past the hole, and then I missed the comebacker and then tapped in for a double. We had a birdie following that, which was nice, first one of the day. But this is where things got really interesting. So I hit that drive just short of a bunker. I had about 75-yard wedge shot in. I hit it to like 10 feet and made the putt. It was a pretty nice putt, sidewinder putt. Then we went on a very fun run. We hit the green again, about 55 feet, 3 putt, unfortunately on a pretty, it was playing dead into wind and up the hill, so it felt like a pretty long par 4. And then 16. 16 was 100, it was playing 205 to the flag, but 198 on the card, par 3. I was standing over top of the golf ball, got a 5-iron in hand. I was just gonna play it off to the left and let it cut. I had the club in my hand. I felt good. I was about to take it back, and I just felt the face or the grip of the club rotate, and the club face just kind of like open in my hand. Like it literally just felt like the club rotated, and just amateur mistake. Instead of backing off, I just continued with the swing, but I kind of knew I was doomed. I swung through and I just saw the ball just start straight and just go dead right. There was a left to right wind too, so it took it. There's a creek to the right of the green from what we could see, but it was so right. I'm like, oh, it's right of that. But then we walk up, and I never played this course before, and that was the other thing. This is my first time ever playing this course. Turns out that creek was like an entire like lake, essentially, size of a freaking ocean. And so I actually had hit it into the water. So I hit it into a hazard. So we call the referee over. We kind of figure out where I should be dropping the ball. They actually made me drop it not where it crossed, but because we lost sight of it, they made me drop it like back on the line where it first came over. So I had to drop it like 60, 70 yards back from where it actually crossed. So I had basically a full wedge in. I mishit the wedge. It was pretty much the only miss strike I had on the entire day. So now I'm sitting 4, hitting 5. And honestly, I'm just like, at this point, I honestly was very proud of what we were able to do mentally after making that silly 3-putt bogey on the previous hole. And obviously now being green side in 4. And just trying to get up and down for a double. We ended up chipping it. We were chipped over a bunker out of the rough. We hit it up to about 7 or 8 feet, walked up, hit the putt. It honestly felt like the best double of my life. I was very, very happy with it. But then the ending was sweet. We closed out the tournament with birdie 2 holes in a row. Where actually all of us hit it into the right trees, the 4 people in my group, because it was just this huge left-right wind that we were still playing in, and the left was OB, I think, or like hazard. So we all kind of started up the middle. The wind just took it. We were in the trees, literally all 4 of us. I hit a 4-iron from 87 yards that didn't get more than 3 feet off the ground and ran up onto the green, stopped about 12 feet right of the hole, had a downhill slider putt, made it. It was cool. Everyone was like, that's the best birdie of the day. Like, it was very fun, felt very good, just again staying in there in composure. And then par 5, it was a long par 5. It was 630 yards, and it was playing uphill a little bit, so it plays super long. We had driver, hybrid, layup, and then I had about 96 yards in up the hill into a bit of wind. So I took a gap wedge. I just kind of feel shot, played to the stick. I'm a very visual golfer, and we hit a great one. We were about 10 feet, and then we walked up and we hit it in for a birdie to finish birdie on this. We shot a 79 total, which was good enough for second place overall. The guy who won, he was in my flight, but the guy who won shot a 66. Second place was a 79. He shot a 66, so it was incredible to watch. He was on fire. He's flagging it all day. So yeah, it was really cool to watch. But anyways, I was very happy with that. I mean, not only shooting in the 70s in my first tournament ever, but also that, you know, second place finish was great. I was very happy with the effort. I definitely, you know, took a lot from it. I think for me mentally, that was kind of the biggest thing, was like being able to feel like I, you know, achieved something, and I really, you know, had a good ability to stay in every shot. I enjoyed every process. I honestly did not have any nerves the entire day at all. The only times I ever felt nerves, and this is gonna sound silly, was over like 1 foot tap-ins. That's it. Like first tee, nothing. Every tee shot, nothing. Every approach shot, nothing. All the long pots, nothing. But every time, not every time, but almost every time I had like legitimately a 1 foot tap-in, I just like, I felt like a little bit of butterflies, which is so funny. But I mean, you just don't want to miss those. But thankfully we didn't miss any of those. And I think it's just the difference of like, you know, almost never do you putt those out when you're playing by yourself or when you're playing with your friends. They just give them to you. And for pace of play, you don't want to sweat over those when you're just playing general golf. So you almost feel bad sometimes being like, no, wait guys, I'm going to putt this out. But it's just like in a tournament, you're like, every shot matters. So putting it out is something you need to do. But anyway, so yeah, that was the first tournament. It was a great experience. It was a positive experience. I'm super proud of it. You know, I was really trying to go into the day not being overly concerned with the outcome and just really trying to, like, you know, stay in the moment, stay in every shot, and feel like I was in control of my game, which I definitely did. So it's very exciting. I'm definitely gonna be playing in more of these events. I figured I'd share this one because it was my first tournament, and I don't know, just give you guys a little bit of an update. And honestly, if you change my mind, if you're like, we'd really like to see that, then maybe I will you know, start documenting it a bit. I definitely want to film more of just me playing golf in general for the channel this summer with the weather getting nice. But anyways, let me know your thoughts on it all in the comments below. Let's get to the bag real quick. Well, what's in the bag action here. I'm not going to go through the whole bag because I did that kind of recently, but we have some brand new irons in the bag. So they're still from Tacoma, which is awesome. I absolutely love Tacoma. They basically sent me these. I was playing the 101 tees for a little while. I got those maybe 2-3 months ago, and I really liked them, but they were too spinny. I had a hard time controlling the spin with them. They were not easy to shape shots with. They were not easy to hit knockdown shots with, because that's not what they're meant for. They're meant, you know, they're kind of like a P770, P790 hybrid. They're meant kind of to just, you know, get the ball in the air, hit a straight shot. Like, they're definitely more players clubs. They're not, you know, complete game improvement clubs, but there wasn't a feel to them, at least to my liking. And yeah, I wasn't able to control the ball as well. So I kind of was talking to them, and they suggested I try this combo set of the MBs in the short irons, which are absolutely stunning. I have this from pitching wedge to 8 iron, and then the CBs in the longer irons, which I think is a combo set that a lot of other creators are using. I absolutely love it. Like, again, this is the iron set. I've only had them in the bag for just about 2 weeks now. I'm very happy with these. Again, being able to go out and shoot in that tournament 79 with them, it definitely cemented a place in the bag. I feel very comfortable with them. I hit them and the ball just does what I want way more times than not. I just feel so much more in control. If I try to hit a draw, it's a baby draw. If I try to hit a cut, it's a baby cut. If I want to slice it or hook it, I can. But I felt with the 101 tees, like, I almost had to try to hook the ball just to get it to draw, or I had to try to slice the ball just to get it to slice, and then the misses were much bigger and a little jumpier. Whereas with these, it's like, whatever I want to do is just done. So anyways, I love these clubs. I couldn't recommend these guys more. Like, literally, like, why would you ever pay full, like, retail, like, Titleist tailor-made pricing? When I'm serious, you can, like, these are incredible golf clubs, and I think you're getting the same quality club for a fraction of the price, and I think that's why you see Wesley George, Buster Jack, all these guys using it. But anyways, guys, this is the longest winded video ever. I don't even know how many of you are gonna have stayed to the end, but if you did, I appreciate it. Let me know your thoughts on it all in the comments below. Do you want to see me posting tournament content? Do you want to see me posting more just general rounds? Yeah, let me know what you want, and go follow me on Instagram. I'm definitely going to be posting more frequent content of me playing golf on there. So anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Have a great day. I'll see you in the next one.